Alright, it's rolling. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to face east, starting off giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakakwadash, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans spread across the four corners of the earth. This is the brother up. Next up, we want to give double honors and elders, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, elders, and all of the brothers, the 144,000 elect. I know I kind of butchered that, but man, shalom to the brothers and a few sisters out there pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity and meekness, for we know that the meek shall inherit the earth. This is the brother Yashar coming in from the camp, Children of the Light. It's Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon, and I'm just here to bring out something quick, man. You know, we gonna keep bringing out Joel chapter 3, all right? Because that's what time we in. Once again, we're going to keep bringing out Joel chapter 3, and I'm gonna definitely get into that. Look at her, look at Judah, her ass finna go to war, finna get busy. Hold on. Judah ass finna go get busy. She looking like, look at them eyes though, she looking like, damn, that's what we finna go do? We finna go fight that? Yeah, y'all finna go get busy, motherfucker. Alright, look, and they don't look like they ready to fight. I know I kind of got carried away, but yeah, they don't look like they ready to fight, which I said that about the last video when they was sending National Guard members off. But yeah, man, so the Judite woman, man, she ain't got no place in the goddamn army, in the fucking military, in the freaking military, all right? She ain't got no place in the military. But anyways, but once again, we gonna keep bringing out these scriptures over and over like a broken cassette, because we have to warn you as the prophets of the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We have to warn you, and we must warn you what's going on within these days. Now, like you say in Matthew, we have piped unto you, all right? We have reached out to you. We have hit the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? We've put our videos up on YouTube and Odyssey and all these different social media platforms, and constantly telling people, friends, family, and you know, and people we know, people we see, and I mean, it's on the internet. Any one of these billions of people in the world could watch your video. All right. So we've been telling you people what's going on in this world and what's to come. So the blood is actually off of our hands. But guess what? We gonna continue to tell you day by day. So if you didn't know, yes, America is preparing to enter into World War III. Yes, America, World War III has not been established just yet. It ain't just been announced, declared. But once again, as prophets of Yahweh Shah, with us measuring the times diligently, we already know that World War III is right around the corner. I'm talking about, you gonna wake up one day and you gonna check your phone. Ain't that what we all do? We all check our phones in the morning. You gonna wake up one day and check your phone, and you gonna see America has declared war, all right? Or a motherfucker has declared war on America, okay? So let me go ahead and get into these scriptures. Matter of fact, let me bring out these three articles, and bring these scriptures, man. It's gonna be about 20 minutes. So as you can see, National Guard unit deploying to the Middle East, Fort Indiantown, Pennsylvania. Nearly 50 soldiers, which I guess those are the soldiers we see on the screen, with the Pennsylvania National Guard's 213th Personnel Company, are preparing for a year-long deployment to the Middle East. Not 2 months, not 3 months, not 6 months, a whole year. So that's letting us know we have a lot of fighting. America has a lot of fighting to do. These countries are about to engage into months and maybe a year or two of fighting, just like you see Russia and Ukraine. They're headed to Kauai and Jordan over the next few months, where they'll focus on security in the region. So they'll tell you it's security in the region, but that's the same thing they did in Iraq, Afghanistan. They sent them troopers over there. Oh, we just here to patrol and to secure. But no, they already know what they doing is they setting up more and more troopers, because they already know that they is about to have to use them troopers to go ahead and fight for their country. That's why they sending more people little by little. And I'm gonna go down to my video, one of my videos I did. Let's see, it was about 3 to 4, maybe 5 something months ago. I believe it was this video where I reported on the same thing. Okay, the same thing. It may have been this video. I'm not gonna, let me see. I'm not gonna play all through it because you know, for time's sake. But during this video, I did the same thing. I showed you how, I think it was in Ohio, it was Ohio. They sent some National Guard troopers over to the Middle East for so-called security reasons. That was 5 months ago. 5 months later, they doing the same thing, all right? The same thing, man. So how could you not say America ain't getting ready for World War, to be a part of World War III? Now, let's see. Now this next article, see that the 50 soldiers that they sent, the National Guard members, that's a minor move. This is a major move. All right, let's go here from 19 hours. The Jerusalem Post. That's funny because the true Jerusalem Post is the elect. That's the true post. All right, that's the true post of Jerusalem. Yasharallah, princes of the power, prince of the power. The United States sent additional warships to the Middle East. All right, we capitalizing that are capable of defending against missiles amid an increase in tensions between Iran and Israel. Quote unquote, we've adjusted our military posture to strengthen our force protection, U.S. Secretary of State Lloyd Austin said at a press conference in Maryland. So what did he say? We've adjusted our military posture to strengthen our force protection, meaning we sent more troops over so we can have more men on deck, more hands on deck, because when shit hits the fan, we need to be prepared. We can't, this is the great Babylon America we talking about. They can't be day one of the war and they suffering hella casualties, which that's probably gonna happen anyways. But America is the proud. That's why it speaks on what's that? Let me look it up real quick. He was more stout among his fellows, which is going into the 7 heads, 10 horns. That's all America is. That's why what the Marines say, the few and the proud, the Marines. All right, you can see right here, verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. Now, if you know the Daniel chapter 7 breakdown, then you know. Once again, I'm not gonna get into that one, but that's that a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. That's America, okay? That's America because they're more proud than any country in this world. And these other Edomite European countries, they hate America. Look at Donald Trump. Look at that proud look he got. You know what I'm saying? You know, look at this picture. This is a good picture. Look at that. You got the U.S. Olympic girl, Gabby Douglas. I think that's her. Simone Biles, whatever the fuck the name is. There you go. Yeah, I said it right. Simone Biles. See how proud she is? All right. See how proud Trump is? You know what I'm saying? He got his mouth all open and shit. He like 78 years old too. I didn't know that. But he doing way better than Biden. But yeah, America's very proud, man. But it's cool because this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said he gonna do. Verse I started 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, that represents the northern and the southern kingdom. We in our last captivity right now in America. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew, which means Yahweh's decision or Yahweh's judgment, and will plead with them. And once again, the valley of Yehoshaphat, that's just the Middle East, all right? Iran, Israel, Syria, Lebanon, near Egypt. You know what I'm saying? That's all where the war is. World War III is going to primarily take place at. You still gonna have sleeper cell attacks and internal attacks within America from different countries doing that. But for the most part, it's gonna take place in the Middle East. That's why America is doing no lacking or slacking when it comes to shipping out more and more soldiers every day, every week, every month to the Middle East. It says, I will also gather all nations. That's how you're gonna know it's gonna be a world war, because all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right. And we see that right now because who is in Israel right now? Them Zionist Jews. Their ass wasn't from no damn they wasn't from Israel. They moved over. Alright? That's what the whole Balfour Declaration is about. And what happened as soon as they got there in 1948? All out war broke out. Alright? Fast forward, what? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020. Fast forward 80 years. 80 years from 1948 to 2024. That's about 76 years. And guess what? Same thing. War is breaking out. You got the Edomites faking as the Jews. You got the I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say the Ishmaelites. You know, the Palestinians and the Hamas motherfuckers and Syrians, them Ishmaelites. You know, and I don't think there's Elamites. I think it's Ishmaelites. But anyways, it could be Elamites. I have to check the table of 18 nations. But yeah, once again, that's where they at. They right there in the land in the Middle East, getting ready for war. Now, I want to take it to this right here, because man, all I'm doing is just showing how prophecy never lies. Okay, and if Yahweh Bashim Hawashai has blessed you to hear and understand His word, then it's nothing for you to follow along and be edified. But if He ain't gave you the spiritual eye to see, then hey man, you just gonna have to be a part of destruction. But you a part of prophecy too, a prophecy of being the 2/3 Israelite, and you have to be destroyed for that. It says major country wants to join BRICS and ditch the US dollar. Okay, this from August 3rd, which was 4 days ago. It says the BRICS alliance, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. The BRICS alliance is attracting new members from all corners who want to join the bloc and ditch the US dollar for trade. We're going to highlight that. Ditch the US dollar for trade. The alliance is becoming lucrative for developing countries that want to strengthen their local currencies and native economies. These nations are eager to break free from the clutches of the US dollar and make their local currencies, CBDCs, or even Bitcoin, the legal tender for cross-border transactions. It says China approves new BRICS member. One country is El Salvador, who is the Northern Kingdom. I think that's Zebulon or Asher. I always get them mixed up. You can look at the 12 tribes chart. El Salvador is the first country to legalize Bitcoin and also owns $400 million worth of Bitcoin in their reserves. BRICS member Russia has been sanctioned by the U.S. for nearly 2 years and is looking to settle trade without the dollar. Right. It say, yeah, so yeah, man, these countries is leaving America. These countries is fed up with America. They see the bullshit and the fuckery that's going on. They see America is being destroyed already internally, and it's about to be destroyed externally, and then again internally, because Yahweh Shai gonna destroy this motherfucker. But guess what? What verse? How do we know that this is Bible prophecy? Jeremiah chapter 51. And I would read it out of my Bible, but that page actually fell out. But it's okay. That's why we got the app. Jeremiah chapter 51. We'll start at 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So what does that mean? Look at all these different countries and places that take on the philosophy of North America, or of the United States to be exact. I'm gonna use this example. I'm gonna use a couple of them. I remember Elder Gabar, he did a video on Hurricane Beryl, which happened about 3 weeks ago. And the video really wasn't even on a hurricane. He was showing the video and he was saying, look at this. I think it was in Jamaica or Trinidad, one of those countries, Caribbean countries. And he said it was a lady that was walking around and videotaping all the hurricane footage, you know, the destruction of, you know, the trees in the road and all that. And she had a daughter. Her daughter was like 8, 9 maybe, you know, young girl. And when she put the camera on her daughter turned around and like kind of started like popping her little bums, you know, like twerking. And Elder Gabar was like, wait a minute. You know she influenced by Babylon. You mean to tell me she all the way in the Caribbean island? They just got hit by a freaking tornado, a hurricane, destroyed most of your whereabouts in your neighborhoods, and you 8-9-year-old girl, and you get, as soon as the camera points to you, you start twerking? And her mom was like, no, nah. You know, using that strong Caribbean accent. And Elder Gabar was like, that's how you know that she's influenced by Babylon, because ain't no other place getting down like that. Only America. You're not seeing that in no other country except for America, bro. Where it's cool for young girls and old women and young women to twerk their ass all day. All right, that's not cool. That's not cool about the Bible. All right, we don't. Our women ain't supposed to get down like that. Another example is what's that? North Korea. Let me look it up real quick. North Korea. Remember, I'm giving examples on why these nations is fed up with America, aka Babylon. Doesn't like USA for K-pop. North Korea told they people, no, y'all better not come over here. See, okay, why can't North Koreans listen to K-pop? It says it started under former leader Kim Jong-il and his father and his son Kim Jong-un. The regime sees the infiltration of, South Korea, Slovakia, because North Korea is America's allies. The regime sees the infiltration of South Korean pop culture as a threat to the ideology that demands absolute loyalty to the Kim's dynasty. Right. Because all that pop culture, rap culture, hip hop, R&B, pop lock, that's all American culture. Okay. Matter of fact, let me do this. Does South Korea dislike USA? Which hell yeah they do. A lot of these countries do. They only put up with them because they know they got their money and they can trade with them. But once again, that's gonna come to an end. I think it is. Let me see. Who is Kim Jong-un leader of? Okay, it was North Korea. Does North Korea hate America? Yeah, man. Yeah, they don't have no relationships with. But what I was saying was, I remember Kim Jong-un, he was like, no, anybody that I see doing that K-pop, all that American culture stuff in my country, I'm getting on your ass. I don't remember exactly what the punishment was, what he said, but that's because these nations is fed up with Babylon, man. They fed up. Remember, Babylon owed China damn near $500 million plus. You know what I'm saying? You owe a country over $100 million, and yet this country just went ahead and joined alliances with some of your top enemies. That's like Spider-Man killing Green Goblin, and he turned around and he got Doc Ock, the Sandman, Electro. He got all his top 10 villains all behind him ready to whoop his ass because they just seen him kill one of they friends. That's exactly what America's going through. That's why when we go back to Jeremiah 51, I'm going to start back at 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. That's why they all leaving the dollar, de-dollarizing the American dollar and going over to the new system within BRICS. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed, but she not. And that's talking about when Babylon is destroyed by them ICBM missiles. We would have healed Babylon, so these other countries would have helped her, but no, she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. That's why you have different minorities within Babylon that seeing that America really ain't all what it seems out to be, the quote-unquote American dream, and they're actually going back to their home countries, all right? The other continents of the world, Africa, Asia, India, South America. But them Northern Kingdom, they love it here. They love it here, I'm telling you. They love it here. They gonna get it too though, 2/3. Verse 10, the Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. Make bright the arrows, the ICBMs, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. That's the Russians. They the top of the top the top enemies of Babylon. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it. That's them ICBM missiles, them Satan 2s, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple, right? Because he the Lord of hosts. He ain't got to just come, Yahushua ain't got to come down and just destroy you with himself. He going to use these other nations' missiles. He going to use the angels, and he going to use the elect. It says, I'll stop at 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. That's exactly why they sending out these National Guard members and army and military people for quote unquote security within borders, right? I'm gonna read it again. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. That's why they went ahead and set up they warships. You know what I'm saying? They trying to control the sea and the air and the land. For the Lord have both. And how do they control the air? With them satellites. They not gonna have no jets and helicopters up there all day wasting fuel. They gonna use some satellites and them drones. And they gonna say the jets and helicopters for when it's time for actual combat. For the Lord have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Alright, so hey man, once again, prophecy never lies. Matter of fact, let me get this last verse. Let me get that last little piece of meat out that bone, you know what I'm saying? Because has Babylon been destroyed yet? Nope. Has World War III popped off yet? Nope. Has had a major prophecy popped off yet? Nope. But guess what? Habakkuk 2 and 2-3. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. I will stand up on my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. That's us prophets doing our jobs, highways and byways in our videos. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right, that's what we doing. We plainly and simply telling you, showing you through articles, history, and the scriptures what's going down in the world and what's to come. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? Even though it's not happened yet, it's for an appointed time. How you wake up, you got your doctor's appointment at 9 o'clock. If it's 7 o'clock, you ain't there yet. You just waking up. By 8 o'clock, you almost ready. By 8:30, you out the door, and you there by 8:50, right? And you in your appointment proceeding with it at 9 o'clock. Same thing with prophecy. Just because these prophecies ain't here just yet, they on their way because we seeing it. All right, and when they hear, it ain't no turning back. You better hope you had your house shot. Verse 4. Behold, his soul. Wait. Oh no, I didn't finish 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So once again, man, hey, shout out to the elect, the 144,000. You know, if you hearing his word, conjoin with the word, man, let the spirit of Yahushua flow through you. Because if you ain't right within his truth, you're going to get left here to die in Babylon. Shalom.